Yellow.
The Next Gen Collector.
Hello everybody, I'm Hayden, the Next Gen Collector. As you can see, I'm very yellow today, and that's because I was actually tagged by Mr. Akins, What's on the Comic Rack, in the Friday Challenge, even though it's probably way past Friday, because I'm very deep in the chain of tags and whatnot of top yellow covers. But what constitutes a yellow cover? Would it be just the background is yellow, the sky is yellow, the person's suit or character's costume is yellow? Or is it a certain percentage of color to the other ratio of other colors on the panel, like a certain percentage, a magic number? But guess what? I'm going to do my own thing. So we're actually, instead of a top 10, we're going to be breaking it up into a top 5 background color, yellow comic books or whatever, and top 5 characters that actually wear yellow on their costume. So in today's video, you get 2 top 5s and a couple honorable mentions. But let's start off with... All right, gonna start off with the honorable mentions here of the yellow background covers. First, we have Sensational She-Hulk #1, the Scotty Young variant. I originally had this in my top 5, but then upon closer inspection, I don't know if you guys are like this when your copy, like it looks like it was not like drawn to like 2 ratio, like the PNG or whatever they had, and then when they put it on the cover, they expanded it, and it's like not 100% clear. Like it literally looks like, I don't know, just like a bad quality photo. Like, I don't know, the resolution's not that good on it. So, you know, missed the cut. And then next up is this Adventure Comics right here, number 364. This one's just a little too orange for me. I couldn't feel justified putting this in a yellow cover top 10 list, so that's just mainly why this one didn't make it. Too orange. All right, moving into the top 5. At number 5, we have Amazing Spider-Man, number 322. Little Todd Father action here. As you can see, the yellow background. You know, Spider-Man, just classic overhead, tossing these goons around, the part of the Assassination Nation plot line. Newsstand, all the goodness. But yeah, really like this comic just because mainly this is the cover and it included yellow. I mean, I'm a pretty simple man to please. But moving on. Number 4, we actually have one of the recent Ghost Rider run. If you're not reading this run, it's actually really good. A lot of other people out there online will attest. But yellow cover, and this is really induced by the flames of all the Ghost Riders. But this cover is really cool just from, you know, for the fact that it has all 3 of the primary Ghost Riders on it. Johnny Blades, Danny Ketch, and Robbie Reyes there. So just kind of a cool skull Ghost Riderception cover here at number 4. Number 3, had to get back to Spidey. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 362. This is actually the 2nd appearance of Carnage. As you can see, Carnage Part 2. This villain is so awesome, they had to put his name on the cover twice. Yep, just love Carnage as a villain, so 2nd appearance, happened to have yellow on it, had to do it. Moving on to number dos, we have Invincible number 20 here. It kind of meets the criteria of both lists. Invincible obviously wears yellow on his suit, but the sky here is yellow, and yes, that is yellow. If you debate me, that's yellow. Come on. But this is actually the first appearance of D.A. Sinclair in the Invincible series. Also a really cool cover with Reaniman. Early Invincible issue, not easy to come by. So obviously I love Invincible very much, with my top 5 characters of all time. But happy to have this one at number 2. And the number 1 yellow background cover, personally, you know, objectively in my collection, is Amazing Spider-Man Legacy 8032 from my favorite artist, Ryan Ottley here, with the great lizard cover. It's kind of somewhat, it doesn't look like it at all, but I just feel like when the lizard has a really menacing, really cool cover, obviously like the Todd McFarlane one, it gets a lot of attention and people really like it. But I don't know, it's just a really sick lizard cover that I feel like you don't see that much nowadays, especially with the character. So really cool to see, very expressive, very potent yellow background, probably the most, you know, by ratio, the most yellow on any of the comics I've showed you. But super happy to have this one in my collection and have it number 1 on this list of yellow backgrounds. Switching things up, literally, we have now the top 5 list of, you know, characters that wear yellow in comic books. But first we're going to get into our 2 honorable mentions. First honorable mention, we have Avengers number 213 with the yellow jacket on the cover here. Iconic issue for the fact that this is one who's kicked out of the Avengers for domestic violence. Not a good look for Yellow Jacket. Probably why he's a villain now. You know, like in the movies, that's why they chose him to be a villain, bad connotation, blah, blah, blah. But next we have Superman 323, first appearance of the Atomic Skull here. Very yellow. He's basically the Sprite spokesperson, because the McDonald's Sprite, because you know that it's spicy and it's got the, you know, the skull Sprite colors. You get it. But like I said, some better books ahead, but wanted to honorably include these guys. All right, coming in at number 5 on my top 5 characters that wear yellow, the books that I have. We have Booster Gold. Obviously, he's going to be coming into the DCEU, which is very exciting. A lot of people think that James Gunn's going to cast Chris Pratt because the personality of Booster Gold really fits the depiction of Star-Lord that he had. I don't know. I picked this up during peak hype, and it probably overpaid, but happy to have it at number 5. Next up is Nova. Man, doesn't blue and yellow look good together, but this is a yellow video. I mean, at least it has yellow in the trade dress, so yeah, ring yellow. Nova's at number 4. Let's just get straight into the next one. You know what's even better, though, than your suit being yellow? You being yellow. We have the Strange Tales number 158, the first appearance of the Living Tribunal here. Once again, though, yellow in the trade dress as well. Living Tribunal, you know he's going to be coming at some point. They've been throwing Easter eggs everywhere in some of these shows. Loki, they did. Doctor Strange with the staff of the Living Tribunal, a bunch of stuff. But whenever he comes in, it's going to be really cool. Also, sick Doctor Strange on the cover here. But yeah, number 4 or 3. And number 2, double whammy. Trade dress is yellow, suit kind of yellow, kind of not even a suit. It's a jacket. We have Hero for Hire number 1, the first appearance of Luke Cage. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, sensational origin issue, all in yellow right there. Premium, ring yellow. And along with his, I guess, the top caps of his boots and his jacket. So, I don't know, Luke Cage. Oh, and up there, too. Look at that. The yellow ratio on this book has got to be like 49% or something. It's close, but number 2, Luke Cage with that amazing yellow jacket. And number 1, of course, you know it had to be a Spider-Man book, a book I picked up recently, a book I love very dearly. We have ASM number 46 with good old Shocker there in that beautiful yellow, the Sinister Shocker, the one, you know. Yeah, exactly, that one. You're chasing to the end of the earth just to get a glimpse of that yellow suit. So this is my number 1 on my character list of people that wear yellow. Well, guys, that's the end of this one. Here are my top picks. Let me know how you would have ranked them in the comments below and what you would have thought of how you did this list differently. Because if I'm going to be honest, I didn't have 10 comic books with the yellow in the background. So I kind of had to mix it up to get 10 in there. But once again, shout out to Mr. Akins. Definitely should go check him out. His link will be in the bio. Also, check him out on Instagram, too. He's there. Mr. Akins is probably one of the most supportive people in this community, so just go show him some love. Why not? Why not? I mean, there's probably a good chance that if you're watching me, you've watched him, but, you know. But to conclude this one, I have a joke for you guys. So, knock, knock. Orange. Orange, you glad I didn't say yellow again. I'm kidding. Let's just get the outro.